Hello, I'm Chuck Kasky, Maryland Realtor CEO. I'd like to discuss the antitrust lawsuits involving NAR, various brokerage firms, and MLSs around the country. First, let me say there is way too much misinformation and speculation being shared about these lawsuits and the impacts on our profession. Let's be clear about two things. First, these matters are not close to being final. Buyer representation is not going away. And while changes may ultimately occur, there are many steps associations, MLSs, brokerages, and agents can take today to prepare. Second, Maryland Realtors promises to share accurate information as it becomes available and provide guidance on best practices to adjust to whatever the new reality is. Remember COVID? Your state association went into high gear to work with many parties to ensure residential real estate was classified as an essential business. What we did not do then and won't do now is engage in conjecture or disseminate incomplete information. We pledge to do everything we can to ensure realtors remain at the center of the real estate transaction. There's too much at stake for home buyers and sellers to let the lawyers win this game. As of today, November 29th, we know that the jury in the case of Burnett versus NAR found the defendants liable in the federal antitrust class action case and awarded plaintiffs approximately $1.8 billion in damages, which will automatically be trebled to approximately $5.4 billion. Also, just minutes after the verdict, the attorney filed a new class action lawsuit against another group of real estate industry entities. This suit also names NAR as a defendant. Other suits have followed, and more are likely. NAR will appeal the liability finding because they stand by the fact that NAR rules specifying that compensation is always negotiable serve the best interests of consumers, support market-driven pricing, and advance business competition. NAR remains optimistic that they will ultimately prevail. The appeal process will take at a minimum 18 to 24 months to resolve, and likely longer. More importantly, we do not know what, if any, business practices may be affected by injunctive relief ordered by the court. Please familiarize yourself with the proposed settlement agreements entered into by Anywhere and RE/MAX. These could form the basis for future orders. It's important to note that the plaintiffs must ask for any relief, and as of today, they have not done so. At the heart of the matter, of course, is the future of cooperative compensation. Will listing brokers continue to offer compensation to buyer's brokers who procure a buyer for their listings? We do not anticipate a radical shift in our marketplace in the near or even intermediate future. Listing brokers are also buyer's brokers, and many are taking a holistic approach to their business practices. For example, after Bright MLS changed its policy and allowed zero compensation to the buyer's broker, we did not see a significant increase in the practice. Quickly, here are some best practices. To sellers, clearly explain all options and consequences so they can make informed decisions. If they choose to not offer compensation to the buyer's broker, alert them to the fact that the potential pool of buyers who are often cash-strapped will be diminished, and to the likelihood that offers they receive from buyers may include a request for compensation directly from the seller to the buyer's broker. Buyer's agents need to clearly explain how compensation works. Take the time to properly complete the buyer representation agreement and the options available depending on the circumstances. Stress that all compensation is negotiable, but don't be shy about describing the work you do on the buyer's behalf. Don't fill out the compensation field ahead of time. Use that as a vehicle to have this conversation. We will have a lot more to say about this soon. Here's the bottom line. Nothing is changing anytime soon. Stay the course, but remain flexible. Maryland Realtors has your back. Whatever happens, we will be your advocates. We will unfailingly provide you with timely, complete, and accurate information, followed by guidance and best practices if we find ourselves needing to adapt to new realities. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. So remember, stay tuned to Maryland Realtors through our emails, website, webinars, magazines, all of our channels for the latest news and information you can trust. You can always email me directly at chuck.kasky@mdrealtor.org. Thank you.